Liverpool can still save millions to find the next Gini Wijnaldum after midfielder joins Paris Saint-Germain. The Reds have signed players from relegated clubs in the past with great success. And statistics suggest that some of 2020-21's demoted sides can provide players who would fit Klopp's template. For the first time in the Premier League era, the clubs who were relegated was decided with each team still having 3 matches left to play. Fulham and West Bromwich Albion will return to the Championship from whence they came last summer. While Sheffield United are dropping down after 2 seasons in the top flight. If one wanted to take a glass-half-full view for the clubs in question, at least with the demotion being confirmed relatively early, they have more time to plan for their promotion assaults in 2021-22. In truth, it's scant consolation, but difficult decisions will inevitably have to be made as they have to adjust their finances accordingly when playing in the Championship next season. This period also offers other teams an opportunity to see if there are any players who they would like to purchase from the relegated sides. It is a game Liverpool have played very well in the past. In each of the summers between 2016 and 2018, the Reds signed a player who had just been relegated from the Premier League. It's fair to see that Copetes weren't universally enthused by the signings of Gini Wijnaldum. Andy Robertson and Xherdan Shaqiri, but all have proven their value to Liverpool during their time with the club. With that in mind, which players from Fulham, West Brom and the Blades might have caught the attention of Michael Edwards and his team of data scientists in 2020-21? Sheffield United, Sander Berge. With Sheffield United having lost 28 of their first 35 league matches this season, it's obviously difficult to make a case that any of their players may be suitable for Liverpool. However, Sander Berge is on the shopping lists of Manchester City and Arsenal if you believe what you read. He may also be of interest to the Reds as he possibly has the ability to fill the void which would be created by Wijnaldum's likely departure from the club. The football analysis website Smarter Scout uses data to establish a statistical profile for a player in a particular season. Their model decrees that Berge's 2019-20 campaign is the 5th most similar Premier League effort from the last 3 years in terms of matching up to what Gini has provided for Liverpool this season. It's easy to see the link, as the two players have near identical rates for recovering the ball. Albeit Berge will have had more opportunities to do so thanks to Sheffield United's lower possession average. But he can also deal with being pressed. Only one midfielder in the Premier League made a higher proportion of their passes while under opposition pressure in 2019-20. The 23-year-old Norwegian certainly has the talent to remain in the top flight. West Bromwich Albion, Matheus Pereira. One player who Liverpool have been repeatedly linked with is Roma's Lorenzo Pellegrini. And while he may or may not be available following the arrival of Jose Mourinho, an alternate option to the Italian in the opinion of smarter scout would be Matheus Pereira. The 25-year-old attacking midfielder certainly has an eye for a through ball. Only 3 players in the Premier League, Kevin De Bruyne, Bruno Fernandes and Harry Kane, have completed more this season, for FB Ref. And only 2 have created more chances from them, for Who Scored. Pereira is also a decent dribbler who can cause opposition defenders problems by taking them on in 1-1-1 situations. He has completed the second most nutmegs in the top flight this season and drew the most fouls in the Championship in 2019-20. Fulham, Andre Frank Zambo Anguissa. Anguissa is another player who appears on Smarter Scout's list of Wijnaldum-esque players. His main asset appears to be his ability to glide past opponents with the ball. He is ranked 5th in the Premier League for number of players dribbled past. And Adama Traoré is the only man in the division who has attempted more dribbles with a higher success rate in 2020-21. The Fulham midfielder is also strong without the ball. He is just outside the top 10 players for tackles but is second to Pierre-Emile Højbjerg for those made in the middle third of the pitch specifically. Only 6 players with at least as many minutes played have pressured opponents as frequently too. Anguissa undoubtedly has the skills required to play for a Jurgen Klopp team.